Hello, good afternoon, and good evening, good morning, good night. How we all doing? Kevin, AV check to get us going here. Welcome back to the Saturday stream. AV's 10 out of 10. I'll do. I need to remember where I was up to because I've been making YouTube videos of this game and now I've got to change my head back to the other profile. Sorry about the start of the stream. I was absolutely calm and ready for the stream, and at 10 to 1, I lost all my network access. At 10 to 1, my Discord died, everything died. I was like, what is going on? So I went inside, had a look at the router, router's fine. Tried to access the router from my machine, couldn't access the router. So I knew it was a network issue, not an internet issue. I rebooted some switches and things and it all came back. But it was a bit of a mad panic. And then when I started the stream up, I don't know if you guys were here for the first start, but when I started it up, none of the intro stuff was playing because the machine couldn't access anything on the NAS drive because all the network had gone. So I had to reboot OBS then, and then it was fine. So yeah, we had a fun last 10 minutes. Hence the aborted start. But we're here now. Mr. Jerkin, thank you for 19 months. Milton Dev, thank you for 32. The only Finnish simulator good enough for this planet. Lel. Oh, we got a phone call. Your post order's arrived. What did we order? What did we order? Okay, that's a nice surprise because I've no idea what we've got. Piano, 21 months, please just turn it off and then back on again. That's effectively what I did. Mr. Libido, 28 months of this scruff. It puts your beard to shame, Dave. At least I trim mine. Anonymous Gifter, thank you for gifting a sub to Limited Run Games. Welcome, Limited Run Games. Thank you for the anonymous gift. Mr. Creeper, thank you for 8 months. You got the Jar Design A320. Now you can get jarred. Do you know what that means when you get jarred? It means it's like when the VNAV suddenly goes crazy and takes you into the ground. Mr. Purple Haze, 53 months, thank you, sir. Pampisi with 33. Big Mart with 12, happy anniversary. And that brings me up to date. Fog lights and the other car part. Dude, are you thinking of the videos? Because on the videos, I think I ordered fog lights and a racing flywheel. But on this, I don't think I ordered fog lights on this profile. Why would I put fog lights on a car that we've only just built?
To the nut house.
King Trilogy, welcome to the Nut House. Thank you for your support, King Trilogy. Ben, if you've got a question, just ask it. You don't need to keep saying, I've got a question, I've got a question. Just ask your question, Ben. That's how the chat works. Go faster, Stripes. I honestly can't remember what we ordered. I know we need to take it in for an MOT. What day is it? Wednesday? What time is it? Is that 7 AM or 7 PM? 7 PM. Oh well, we'll have to do it in the morning.
Welcome to the nut house.
He's like, put your hand up. Please, sir, can I ask a question? Anonymous gift to limited bandwidth. Thanks, Whiteland. Why is that sofa over here? We need to think about sofa placement. I should probably take that up to the shop, but I don't have access to the van at the moment. Because Uncle nicked it. Applications for the convoy closed this evening. I got it wrong yesterday when I said they closed. But then I remembered that we decided to make it Saturday evening, not Friday evening. So applications for the convoy are still open, but today is definitely your last day. When the stream ends today, the applications will close. Right, fatigue is up, dirtiness bar's up, like every bar's up by the look of it. I think we need to sleep, take the car in for an MOT. Did we put the triangle at the back? I think we did. Come on. Yeah, there's a triangle toolkit, food and drink. That looks good to go. Yeah, we can't put any of the GT stuff on yet. I thought we had the GT wheel. Oh, yeah, we do. We have the GT wheel, the GT rocker cover. We need to get an MOT before we start doing anything with it. Same with these wheels. Not that we can afford tyres, although I suppose we technically... Oh, these are nice wheels. They are nice wheels. I like them. Can I remove you from the application? I have all DLC I thought I had. Leo Anderson, can you maybe whisper one of the mods? Just let us know. Actually, mods, can you guys just make a note? We'll try and remove them. How do you remove yourself from the combo? You should have got an email, Leo, and in there should be a link to go and edit your application. You could actually just go there and say, I don't agree to the terms. Or when it says, can you make it, put no. Go back and edit your app. You could do that. There's still a GT Center console to find. Yeah, we've also got to get access to the truck. We've got to tow loads of scrap. There's plenty to be done. Is there anything new in the game, or is it just a continuous from last time, Lindsay? You mean from last weekend? We'll continue from last weekend, yeah. Cigarettes. I think that is done, you know. No, it's not. Oh, look, I've got the charcoal. If only I'd remember to bring the charcoal on the video. For you guys that saw the video. How do you gain access to the van and truck? Effectively via your uncle. Well, the van we've already got access to, but he keeps taking it back. The truck, I can't specifically remember how we get access to the truck. At some point he gives us the keys, but I don't know what the trigger is. Can anybody remember what the trigger is to get the keys for the truck from Uncle? You can't change it, doesn't let you. Okay. No worries. Well, if one of the mods could make a note, we'll remove it. Paulie, mate, thank you for 32 months, sir. Egregious, thanks for 29. Always enjoy to have a happy, calm, and quiet corner of the internet to relax. Oh, your stream highlights absolutely slay me. Top editing. Thank you, Egregious. Right, let's put that on. Let's put that like that. I'm not expecting a call in the night from the drunk guy, but you never know. We could technically pick him up. You did shout out you forgot the car code. Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube it's a bit of a problem. After he gets the fine. I'm not sure if that's true for the truck, but you may be right. Somebody uncle sits outside on the table and talks about stuff and eventually gives you the keys. Come on, let me... Oh boy. Okay, right. We've only just got a car working. Oh, where's the light switch? Where's the light switch? Oh my god, why is it so dark? Okay, apparently I can't find the light switch. There we go. Okay, should we do this? Should we try and get the guy? Even though we've only just got the car working. I suppose we can find out if the car is actually working by doing this. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. This is also where I find out my steering wheel's not working because mine's in my car. Yep, steering wheel's not working. Hang on, calibrate. Oh, great. Come on, game. No throttle, no brake. Calibrate doesn't work. Are you serious? Throttle's gone, brake's gone. Oh my god. Well, looks like we're not getting Uncle. clutch first. All the gears are working. Throttle's broken. Steering wheel's broken. Yeah. I don't know why it does this. Like, I never used to have a problem with this game, ever. And in this build, I have so many problems. It's not really the game's fault. It works fine here, Tommy. Well, explain, Tommy, why I've never, ever had an issue, but now I do. I've been playing this game for over 2 years, Ben. I've never had an issue with this game. Why have I suddenly got an issue? Yeah, it worked fine for me back in May, and I had this setup in May, and it worked absolutely fine. I've had this setup since before Christmas, and it's been absolutely fine. And in the recent build, it's not working for me. Why is that? Am I running the mod at the moment? Tell you what we will do. What's that even folder gone? That one. Okay, Massimo car patched. Okay, I'm going to uninstall that mod, the mod loader, just in case it got... You guys that have no problems, have you used mods? I'm wondering if it's a mod loader thing. Let's try it without the mod loader, see what happens. JK Racing, thank you for 20 months. Penguins 2013, thank you for 2. I really need to get better at finding the resub button every month, thanks to the great content. Astro Steve 21, hurtling towards 2 years. I can't get here very often, but I like trying to ensure you'll be here when I can show up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the support. Right, car controls. Calibrate for what it's worth. Throttle's broken, brakes broken. Just doing the same thing. Ben, appreciate the support, sir, but this was working when I made the videos 2 days ago. Trying to think what else I can... Unless it's registering that. Let me unplug that. See if that causes problems. Let me try something else.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Thanks for advice, Ben. Dale Lloyd, welcome back. You had the same problem, Ben. I thought you said you were fine. Player controls, car controls. I'm turning the wheel, I'm getting throttle. Hang on. That's interesting. I was turning the wheel and getting throttle, and now I've mapped the throttle, and now I get nothing. That takes skill. Imagine that. So now if I press the delete key, I get full throttle. Clutch is fine. Brake is fine. What the heck is going on? You could try stopping the game, unplug in and plug in the steering wheel in. I could do, but here's the thing, like, I only plugged it in today, so why am I suddenly got issues? The wheel works in every game except mine's in my car. Yes, Audi. That's exactly correct. I have this feeling that every stream starts with fixing stuff. Okay, what did we fix yesterday, Tommy? See, the brake works out of the box. The clutch works out of the box. The gears work out of the box. The steering doesn't work out of the box, and neither does the throttle. It's something to do with the throttle. See, and when I do map it to the throttle, it sticks on halfway and doesn't move. It's very odd. PS4 Gamer, thank you for 54 months.
Happy anniversary.
And I can't even map the steering. I think what I did to fix this last time is I reset to default. And then I started mapping it all over again. Although it really doesn't like that throttle. See, if this game worked properly, explain to me why steer left and steer right, it maps into the same axis. It's like super, super weird. We had this last week, didn't we? Do you remember? We had exactly this problem last week. I can't remember what the fix was. Yeah, it was on the tractor, but I'm trying to remember what we did to get it working again.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's see. Game. Right, Thrustmaster, wheel properties. There's your throttle, there's your brake, there's your clutch, Switch your steering. Explain to me why it's not the game. Why is that not the game? All the controls work absolutely fine. In Windows. It is a known Unity issue. It does not support direct input from the developer. That's the problem. It does not support direct input. Every time you plug the wheel in, you get a new ID and it loses configuration. Okay. Why does every single game that I play not have this problem? And how do I fix it? Last week it wouldn't matter because the mouse is moving slightly. Yeah. Don't know if you read my anniversary. Lost internet connection straight after I clicked. Burning the midnight oil, watching the great content. What, watching me fix a wheel? DJ Panther. I'm pretty certain I did read it. Yeah, I did 5-month anniversary. Burning the midnight oil. Great to keep, great content. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you, bro. It does not support Thrustmaster. Try G27, Ben. How can I say this again? Since Christmas, before Christmas, I've been using the Thrustmaster. All of my mice and my car since then has been working fine. Delete the control settings file and reacquire it. Let's try that. Control settings file being which file exactly? This rate, I'll be playing with an Xbox controller. Use direct input and it works fine for you. Dude, it works fine for me as well. Like, literally made videos, 3 videos on it 2 days ago, and it was fine. Streamed all last weekend, and once we got it working at the start, it was fine. It's very, very weird. You solve this by exiting the game, unplugging and replugging the wheel, start the game, reset to defaults, calibrate. I just did that. Didn't work. In the main game folder. Can have a look. Hang on. Properties. Let's see. Local files. Browse. Game files. Oh my God. What?
Welcome back.
Oh, backup game files.
Nutter.
Browse local files. There it is. Controls.txt. Game is tested with these controllers. So it works with 3 Thrustmaster controls, tested with 3 of them. I can't believe they would be vastly different to my TX Leather. You had this issue with your latest Thrustmaster where the accelerator pedal was stuck halfway. Oh, you've had that. So it's not just me, Flammable Supernova. Mr. Refrick, fun fact, did you know that Timo likes the Marietta song? Sometimes. Timo may get knocked off his bike while travelling to and from his house near the store by Yanni or Pateri. He's unable to die from this, but will be knocked out. Once he's knocked out, Timo will be unable to work at the store and pub until the player reloads the game. Thank you, Refrick. You're resetting the wheel setting to default and not pressing the calibrate button could possibly help. Okay. JHMC, welcome back. Matty659, thank you very much for subbing, Matty. Welcome to the NetHouse, sir. Harm27, thank you for 37. And Spitfire with 15, thank you, guys. One file failed to validate and will be reacquired. Hello. One file failed to validate and will be reacquired. I wonder if that's something to do with the mod. I wonder if the mod did something. It's probably the mod patched it, maybe. Maybe that's what causes the interference, who knows? I've not tried that beacon. Hopping on one leg while brushing my teeth and unplugging the wheel. Haven't tried that one either. Right, so what was the thing? Reset to default, but don't calibrate. Let's try that. Clutch. Brake. Throttle. Steer left. Steer right. I reckon it's the mod. Interesting. Handbrake. You think it's got something to do with the mod right now? Shift down. Shift up. Let's see, that's handbrake.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Okay, so that's set up without the mod running. So now I have no backpack mod. Right? So let's just quickly save that. I don't know where it stores the key bindings. At the moment, the only controller I have plugged in is the Almar SKRS, which used to work fine. Good morning, PC Tech. Wow, that looping mosquito sound is just brilliant. Tagzilla, welcome back. Right then. Install the mod loader. Done. Launch my summer car. What are we doing? Trying to get my controls to work. It would have been kind of hard to pick people up without being able to drive the car. Okay, let's just see if the controls are still working or not. Okay, we have control of the car. We may continue. I look at the time and I see Leet, 13:37. Look at that. Leet. Cool, now we get to shower again.
Happy anniversary.
Back to bed, Bob. Look at this, multitasking. I don't understand how this works. Look at my dirtiness bar. If I press the P key to urinate, I have no urine, but when I press it, my dirtiness bar goes up. So even though I have no urine left and I'm stood in a shower, which cleans me, if I press the P key, my dirtiness bar goes up. How? How does that work? Tagzilla, welcome back. CrossFit UK, thank you for 30 months. I missed my squirrel baby. Tonight is my first commercial flight since fear of flying therapy. Wish me luck. Have a lovely weekend. Dude, you'll nail it. Have faith, you'll nail it. And well done, by the way. Well done for getting that far. Mr. Archangel, sir. Thank you very much for the host, Archangel. Appreciate that, sir. I do hope you're well. We will probably not get a call from you-know-who, because it's a random roll and we just happen to roll lucky. Let me just check the car is actually fine. What have you been playing recently, Mr. Archangel? Sub-bomb, Mr. Crawley Snipe. Thank you very much for gifting 5 subs. Nice one, Lindsay. If you just got gifted a sub, please remember to thank Crawley Snipe for gifting you a sub. Thank you, sir. Okay, we have a full tank of fuel. Car appears to be working. We'll never really know because I've not actually driven it down the road yet. Let's close the door up. Today is day 10 on Kenshi. Brutal Sandbox game. I have seen you play that a little bit. I really don't know what it's about. I kind of looked at it on Steam and was like, okay, no idea what this is about. Put the phone down. We started a new game last week and built this car from scratch. Today we're going to take it for MOT, and we're also going to pick up the post, although it's a little bit early. So maybe we'll just eat something instead. The wood chopped. Oh, the wood's all chopped as well. Can't really get the sofa in the back of this car. Yes, please.
Welcome back.
What colour the car going to be? I don't know, Lindsay. I really don't know. We can always buy a can of paint and just spray it, can't we? Spray it some colour for now. Then we get the nice wheels, and once we've got the MOT, we can start changing it a bit. Mr. Refrick, have you seen Timo's bike through town? Yes. Is that in the latest patch? It's quite funny. I have seen it. I would really like to get access to the van again, and also the truck, but Scumbag Uncle is not playing ball. Neon Orange, you sound like Mr. Libido. Yeah, Tommy, I'd rather, before we spend a lot of money down at Fleetari, I'd rather get the vandalism job done, because at the moment we're only running a 10% discount. And if we do the vandalism job, we'll get a 40% discount. And that's a big saving when you're talking about expensive items from Fleetari. I don't know, Presley, if I did. What message? No, I didn't, Presley. I don't see it on my list. When you've got the van, you can finish it, leave it down the road, and see if he gets it still. I think once we get the van back, we're going to move this up to the shop, and then we've got a sleeping spot at the shop. Other things we can do... Oh, actually, we can go fishing. Actually, let's do that, because, like, it's too early. Let's go and grab those fish. You got your car started, got you. Nice. Well, I remember when Fluttari in the early days used to get like 50% discount, and then he made it 40, and then he dropped it to 10 until you've done the vandalism mission. That's true, Bob. I could put the sofa in my backpack. That's very true. Mibsy, thank you for 8 months, sir. I've got no fuel here. That's pretty unusual for me. I normally leave fuel around. I'm not getting on that boat without fuel because I've no idea how much is in there. It's hard to explain Kenshi, a very big sandbox in a wasteland where you can build, loot, craft, fight, raid silver slaves, cities, break people in jail, be eaten by cannibals. Wait, so it's a single player? It's not like an MMO type game? Because isn't like the Elder Scrolls and other... So you're basically fighting against PvE for the whole thing. Interesting. It's a pity you can't co-op, though. If you co-op with your friends, it sounds like the kind of game you'd want to. Aha. I don't know if these are full or not. Oh, why can't I tell how much fuel's in them? It's so annoying. Yeah, in a game like that where you can just PvE, I always find that co-op is just so much fun. It's like that new Tom Clancy game that's coming out. You know, that's going to be like a co-op game. One of those built by one guy. Oh, really? Blimey. We've only got... I think... Did we sell a lot of kill you last time? I'm guessing it's all on the tip. We need to go via the tip. In which case we might as well leave. It kind of looks that way. Right, we did sell it, yeah. That makes sense then.
Se siinä voi lukea suoraan näin. Syyhypunkkeja vastaan ei ole hoitoa. He tulevat, munivat ja kuolevat vasta kun kantajansakin. Jos kutiaminen sormen välissä tai ranteessa tai polvessa tai peniksessä alkaa tuntua ylitsepääsemättömän voimakkaalta, niin hoitona voit leikata kyseisen
Here comes death, wow.
haittavaikutukseen.
Would you go on DayZ again?
Kipu. Kyseisen elimen menetys.
No, I might go on Armor again, but not DayZ, I don't think.
3 viikossa, niin olet jo kuollut ja madot syövät sinua sisältäpäin haudassasi. Naaraista ei ole kuin harmia.
Well, actually, pressing H doesn't do very much now. You have to hold H down. Oh my god, it's got like the world's biggest flywheel. This thing is really slow. Oh my god. This has no power at all? Like, seriously, I have, like, hardly any power. I'm in second gear, foot on the floor, and it's not accelerating. Yeah, I think something isn't right. No, we didn't make any adjustments. We just built it and drove it. Not even joking. It's very, very slow. Donations should be coming through. Mr. Crawley, thank you for gifting us up to Spins and Wheelies. Maybe we need to mess about with the tuning a bit. At least you won't get fined for speeding. That radar detector is so cool. Yes, I should be killer going to I-65. Unless something comes up, I'll be going. Yeah, I think I need to tune this. I don't go down the racetrack with this. Oh my god. Oh, look who it is. Hey. Oh boy. Yeah. I need to bring up the guide to tuning because this car is like obviously not tuned. Maybe we'll start with the mixture. Maybe it's the distributor we need to tune up. Maybe that's the problem. It's not like the timing's wrong. Hey, hello. No, we're going to the test centre today to get the MOT. That's the whole thing we're doing. But I was going to go via the tip to get the Kill You bottles back, but this car drives so badly I might not bother. I might just go to the shop and sit outside and try and tune this. Come on! 0 to 60 today. Dolan Squirrel, thanks for 5 months. Not much compared to some others, but for me, it's great. Keep up the great work. Dude, 5 months is still 5 months. We started last week. Newell. We built the car from scratch last week. I can't even make it up this slope. I might be able to break the speed limit down a mine shaft. Yeah, I've got the safety triangle. Oh my god! As if? Yeah, I just rear-ended the car. Because that, obviously that's what you, yeah, we're running rich, I can see the smoke. Obviously you don't overtake slower cars, you just ram them. Like, it just hit me, it was like, oh sorry, I didn't see you. We're doing 80? Can you believe it? 80 Ks we're doing. You can't really judge the mixture when you're full throttle down the road. You need to idle it. How is that rich? Okay, so you should be looking for like 14. So that's basically like 14 parts of air to one fuel, right? So if you're on 12.8, it means you've got less air to the fuel, so your mixture's richer. Does that make sense? Think of that number as how many units of air you're mixing to the fuel mix. Yeah. So one unit of fuel is being mixed with 13 parts of air. So we should be on 14. So if we're idling on that, we have not enough air in the mixture. So it's too rich, there's too much fuel. Yeah, 16 is leaner. Yeah, the choke's not even on. Shouldn't be. It's not. So when we stop, we'll adjust it. If it's idling on that, we'll adjust it up to 14. Of course, when you buy like the racing carbs, you've got to do all that again. Like an airplane. Yeah, a bit like an airplane. Only that's to do with... the reason you do that in a plane is because at higher altitudes, effectively there's less air, so you need to lean the fuel out a bit so that you keep the ratio right. It also saves a lot of money on fuel as well when you're flying. If you're paying for your fuel, you want to lean the mix out when you're at altitude. Oh, there's going to be a big accident. This is going to be hilarious. Blush! That happened in a video going out this week as well, head on. I'm going to pull over here and see if we can lean this out. Maybe it'll help. Didn't stop to see if anyone's alive. Dude, I've got my own problems. Think of it this way, if I got hit in a road traffic accident, does any AI stop for me? Nope. Okay, what have we got? Yeah, we're running too rich. What's that red light mean? What's that red light? I don't like a red light coming on and off. Put your triangle out, listen you. As if anybody puts their triangle out. The battery's not charging, okay. Also, as if that'd make any difference to the AI hitting me. Right, where's the tuning? There it is. Let's go 1. Is that it? Well, that's made it richer. And that's cut the engine. Would it help if the engine's off? You need the engine on. The battery's not dead. At all. What's that other thing I saw down there? I'm sure I saw 2. There you go. 13.8, 14.1. That's not bad. It's not bad. We'll go with that. The sweet spot is 14.7, except when you've got the heavy flywheel, They recommend that you keep it closer to 14, run it slightly rich, otherwise you'll have a real hard time getting moving. And right now, this car is hard to move. Okay, let's see how we get on. Highness 76. Thank you very much for the host, or the raid. Welcome, guys. Welcome. See how it's pretty hard to get going off the start. I'm not sure that's made that any better at all. It's a better mixture, but still a bit underpowered. We're still chucking a lot of smoke out the back, which implies that we're still a bit rich. Senator, thank you for 25 months, sir. Hope you're well. Oh my god, this is dreadful. Yeah, I think maybe the distributor needs sorting out. I think we've got maybe a timing issue. It might be running a bit late or a bit early. You're driving a moped. A four-wheel moped. It's like the Flintstones car. Oh, downhill. Uh-oh. There's a car coming up. I'm getting overtaken by just like rubbish cars. The shame of it. It's like being in your nan's car, isn't it? Did we buy a spare battery? I can't remember. Oh, look who's here. It's Wub Wub and Dub Dub. Victory is mine. Enjoy, boys, enjoy. Neither of them can go anywhere. Oh my god, that's brilliant. If they both reverse and then both go forward, they'll be fine. But every time he goes forward, he goes backwards. Now he's going forward, so he'll start reversing. Oh, I don't think they're going anywhere now. There's shenanigans going on outside, Mr. Timo. 1,200? Yikes, what on earth did we order? Right, give me a packet of cigarettes. Give me some more of this. We don't need any of that. We may need some of that. I'll have a few of them. And do I want to spend 500 on a battery? Probably not.
Minun puolujuttakin on maailman kuulu, mutta...
You know what? I'm so thirsty.
Minun mikkitajat ei ole kovin kummosia.
God, I've got no money left. Ooh! Oh, they've worked it out. Look at this. Teamwork. I'm gonna want a beer while we watch the fun. Oh, nice one. Brilliant. Right, let's drop the sulfur off. Look at that, it's amazing. Actually, I think we're putting cheap diesel in this one. Charter boat. Look at this. Oh, it's like it keeps filling up and then it sways slightly away, look. It's not doing it now. Charter boat, 40 months. I'm glad to join you live on Saturday. I usually work weekends on vacation. Nice. Enjoy your time off, sir. Let's grab that. I know. I'm putting the diesel in the tractor. I did say that. I said it's for the tractor. If you put it in the van, he gets arrested. And a big fine, and then you can't use the van anymore. Oh, you scumbag. 809. Andy. Squirrel, I noticed that when you were looking under... Hang on. Looking under Timo's desk for your oil in the first stream, there's 2 switches under his desk on the glass cabinet. What do they do? Basically, they turn the light on and the other one turns the pumps on. So what you can do is, if like the pub is open, so the pub opens from 8 PM till 2 AM. What is it? Tuesday. It doesn't open on Sunday, I think. Monday to Saturday, I think. When Timo has finished in the shop, he goes working on the bar. So when the bar is open, the shop is closed. But what you can do is you can go into the pub, jump over the desk, come out the back here. Come out the back here, and then you can flick the switches. One's the light and one's the fuel pump. Turn the fuel pump on, fill your car up. You can even go out this door. Fill your car up when the shop is closed, basically. However, you'll get a phone call about it, and you better come and pay that bill. Otherwise, you'll get the police after you. Oh, that's what we ordered. The expensive radiator. That's what we ordered. And you know what we need when we get a radiator? Oh, being in jail in this game is horrendous. It's actually horrendous. Being in jail in this game is as good as death, and death does not release you from jail. So if you die in jail, you reappear, you respawn, but the number of days in jail still remains. So you get arrested again, and then get put back in jail. It is just the worst thing. I'm just wondering if we can sort the distributor out. I need to look. Can't remember what we need to do for it though. I seem to remember there's like some little clips on the side or screws or something. Might be them. Right, I need to look up how we sort that out because I can't remember. Yeah, but I need to work out what we're doing before I start messing with it. What's my first pass through the roof? Distributor. Screwdriver goes to the side of the engine where the spark plugs are. Must be adjusted and properly in order to maximize power output and minimize power output. The general idea is to have the distributor as advanced as possible. More information can be found here. Okay.
Ai, 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 ai.
All you need to get out of jail is bribe the guards with a fire gold. Yeah, the trouble is the guards never turn up apart from to put food through the door. Pepsi Fever, thank you for the bits. Thank you, sir. Rackers, thank you for 19 months. Doing well, thank you. The distributor is very simple to adjust. Unscrew the distributor with one tick and exit tool mode. Unscrew the distributor with one tick. Is that even me? Do we do it with the screwdriver? Start the car and keep it idling, then return to the distributor. Look at the distributor and scroll up, not in tool mode, until the chirping, ringing sound stops. We don't really have any chirping, ringing sound, to be fair. Mr. Ferret Bomb, how are you doing, sir? Is that the kidnap bus? Yeah. Let me turn the radiator off. Can't radiate. The radio. Nathix, welcome back. Well, that's wheel forward to the maximum. It is rotating. There's the ringing. So I moved it until it started ringing, and then I turned it until it stopped ringing. I take it that's adjusted. We need to get an MOT anyway. That seems a bit more potent. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Is this guy open yet? I don't know what time it is. It's just wrong. I want it to be about 14. So it's good for what I want right now.
Sanoppa muuta.
I should do. Yeah, I know what time it opens, I just don't know what time it is. Welcome to Lindell Car Inspection. I've got lots of papers and I look like I know what I'm doing. Okay. How much? 300? Listen, I'm telling you now, pal, if you do a bad job, if you don't sign me off, I'm going to be back here. And I'm going to unload something in here that you're not going to like. Do you hear me? So you better pass this car. Yep, wheel sim good. Floor's not rusty. Looks fantastic to me. It's a brilliant car, mate, yeah? Best one you've seen, yeah? Bang on. You don't even need to check the engine bay. You are such a character with this car of yours. Listen to the echo on his voice. Sounds like he's on stage.
Ei tästä tuu Jumala poikasi eikä munia.
I am not getting neither baby chickens or eggs. Okay.
Ei se voi näin mennä.
Not sure what happened, your car passed. Haha.
Näin onnellisesti.
Inspection receipt. Bingo, bango. We have our license plate. Service brake, parking brake. As if he did any of this. As if this guy did any of that at all. Okay, give me the plates. Can we keep the receipt, mate? Like, because you seem to be holding on to it, though, and I can't seem to take the receipt from you. So, I guess... Okay, I guess you keep the receipt then, yeah? Let's see. Register plates. No, not that. Want that. Look at this. Cup of tea, referee. Read correctly. Huge clock on dashboard, but doesn't know what time it is. I forgot we had a clock, okay? Hang on. Had it then. Oh, jeez, man. Let's get the right pixel. Alright, we're road legal. Good times. I don't think you need to bolt it, do you? I don't think you need to bolt the registration plates. Not on the reg plate. Oh, while we're here, hang on. I didn't like that sound. While we're here. Oh, there's the van. Interesting. I guess Uncle's working on this place. Let me take a photo of this. There we go. We need that number when we eventually get a PC. It's the bulletin board number. As if I'm gonna tow the van. I might just knock it thinner, just a slight amount.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
You don't really steal the van, you've got use of it, your uncle said so. Still a bit smoky. Dude, if I tow the van, it's probably going to end up damaging my car. I'm not that desperate for the van. The radar jammer. No, we need to get that out of the our mum's parents' bedroom, whatever it is. Might be burning oil. Actually, you know what? You got me paranoid now. Game lets you check the oil even when the engine's running, because that makes sense. Okay, we're all good. Can I damage it more? Dude, this car's in great condition. We need to go home and put a new radiator on it so it doesn't overheat. Go via the tip as well. All good. Yeah, that's a bit more power now. Compared to what it was doing, it's flying, yeah? Good enough to get a speeding ticket now. Still not perfect. It's going alright. Oh, I thought that was somebody overtaking the van then. Well, we've got brand new tyres at the moment. We need to get some more money. We've got some nice wheels. Oh, I was going to buy a tin of paint. No, I was going to buy some paint. Marco, thank you for 15 months. Hello, everybody. Hello, Marco. 2KS, thank you for 5. Plagius with a Twitch Baby 9. Thank you, sir. Yeah, what colour? That's the question. Is it time for a barrel roll? Nearly. Green and purple. I think we've done the lime green. We've done the red. We've done the light blue on the videos. I'm not sure. Neon orange. I think we're restricted to whatever paints they've got. Wow, cut the corner a bit. That guy like literally just got off the road then. Wait, how did they manage to get themselves untowed from each... Oh, that was a green car. My bad. Paint. Spray can, let's see. Orange. Grey. Could go grey and black. Could go matte black and grey. Do a two-tone on it. Red and cyan, that's not going to work. Orange and blue would work. You could go like orange and light blue or orange and dark blue. I don't know. I've done the wasp before. Kaisho, thank you for 29. Yeah, I mean, you could go like pink and light blue. But I'm not going to do that. When you say dark blue, which one do you mean? You mean that baby blue, or do you mean that kind of muddy blue-green thing? Because there is no dark blue. I think either orange and black or orange and white. What do you think would work better as a combo? What goes better with orange, black, or white? Like, you guys are literally 50-50. Okay, we'll get a couple of orange. They're only 29. A couple of white, a couple of black, and we'll figure it out. So let's get 3 of each. We'll figure it out. It's only money anyway. No, because if I save it, like, I've got to mess about with my inventory and stuff, so we'll just go down and pick up the stuff from the tip and then head back. Start fitting the radiator and spraying the car up a bit. Oh, that's a bright green. Haspo orange. Why not? We don't have access to the truck yet now. Oh yeah, the car's so much quicker with the distributor working, tuned correctly. Yog Bonnier, double top 40 months. Sub to the nuttiest streamer. Keep up the streaming work. And the super tanks to the awesome chat. Super tanks. Thank you, Yog. Super tanks to you, chat. Gotta work out how we're gonna paint it. Like, could do the panels, like the bonnet one color and stuff. You're Swedish. It's fine, York. It's absolutely fine, bro. Your English is way better than my Swedish. I'm just teasing. Man, does it have to scatter them quite so much? I'm just going to put these down for a sec so we can actually pick things up. I'm waiting for the guy to close this loophole. The fact that you can reuse your empty cart, like at some point he's going to stop this. Is it still a thing? Yeah. It saves buying a whole load more. It's realistic. What, going to the tip and getting your recycled bottles and then refilling them without even washing them and selling it, like selling the contents again? Sure, that's realistic. Extra flavour, yeah. Sure is extra flavour.